Welcome back, folks, to Better Than Wolves Hardcore. We are ready. I've gotten enough sails to start the first windmill. It'll be over there, in that tower. As you noticed, we finally got it tall enough, and I think decorated enough, with enough texture breaks and overall design to where I like it. And as you can also see, this one is about one floor short, but so that'll be 2 towers, which means we'll need to get the second windmill up and running. I probably didn't mention it, but I plan to have 4 windmills, 1 on each of the main towers. But before we get windmills, I'm going to tell you about something else we need. Something called a gearbox. What are these gearboxes? I don't have any well, this is great. I don't have any planks on me. Let's put the stake away while I show you how to make a gearbox. These are important. You need to put one of these every so many spaces. I believe it is 3 every 3 axles, which I will show you how to make axles. You need a gearbox. Now, hemp in that pattern makes rope. Rope has many, many uses, but its main use is the formation of axles. Why is that important? As I mentioned, gearboxes need... You need a gearbox every 3 of those, which means we're going to need a lot of these and even more of these. But 4 sails makes a windmill. Windmills have to be placed on axles, and as you can see, I have made what I think will be enough, although with windmills you can never be entirely certain. And the dogs are producing, because we are going to be building that next episode, the cow place. As you can see, I've taken some natural stone, put it on the 4 parts, the 4 straight walls, a bottom layer of natural stone. Yes, I just noticed that. This will have to be replaced, but same pattern here. And with up here, I basically did netherrack corners, more or less, on the round bits. And that's more or less it. But as you've noticed, I have the ladder stopping here, and another ladder over here when we want to get to the top. Now, this is the spot where you can do all your lookouts. As you can see, I did a rather nice design, I think, on the floor. A circle of netherrack, a circle of cobble, and 4 natural stone. But, I actually have no spider defenses, and that is slightly disturbing. Not to me, but to some people that would be a big, big no-no. Something you would never, ever do. Now, you're probably wondering why would you dare to do this at night? Moreover, how are you going to get down? You did notice I had ladders on me, right? Well, ladders are very important. The reason is, gearboxes, when placed, have those arrows. They need to be pointing to where the axles come from. And since a windmill has to be set where on an axle, 2 axles, windmill. It is very, very big. And you would actually be quite right. I did not think really of how I'm getting down. Because this is, even though it is, you can see physically that it's not tall enough, it is treated as a solid object. Here goes. Yeah. Now, that was rather stupid of me, don't you think? And it really was. Because I did not think all the way through, but those vines will eventually work. Stupid spider, get out of here. No, I need your string. I also need the sword to break, but that's beside the point. So that's a windmill. Pretty big. And yes, I'm using netherrack as a front door. As of yet, I don't think I have the iron capable of making an iron door. Besides, the plan is to eventually use pistons. And we can get rid of this dirt block. Now, one thing I don't have is a lever. I have to break that off of somewhere. Because really, we only need a button over here, not a lever. Alley-oop. There's the lever. Why do I need a lever? Well, that answer is actually extremely simple. The answer is because when it rains or snows, that windmill will essentially be spinning and spinning. What I need to do is shut it off. Basically, make it not produce power. How do you know if it produces power? And no. I'll show you when we get another gearbox running. Right now, you're not seeing anything. You see that? That means it's producing mechanical power. No, it is not. Keep it like this unless you really need it. Or until we get detector blocks, which will replace the functionality of the lever during a winter thunderstorm. But as for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that millstone up here. And get rid of that hand crank. Now, if you've been paying attention, I have the scoured leather in my inventory. And you're probably wondering, what is scoured leather? What is it? What's its purpose? And the answer is, its purpose is very useful. Its purpose is to be made into tanned leather. And we'll get to that when we build a spot for the stewing pot, which we will do in another episode. Anyway, that goes there. And you put in a leather. We release. And the thing runs by itself now. It takes no effort now on my part. I've gone through so much bread, it's really ridiculous. And now to grind hemp, to scour leather, to grind wheat, to grind netherrack, which I should get started on for a little bit. Once I can. Yes, you can even grind netherrack. No, it does not sound very nice. Because there are souls of the damned in there. Those people those poor souls from the nether. A moment of silence, folks. As we have just abused them. We just created ground netherrack, which has a lot of purposes later. Now, we're going to be building an actual place. An actual grinding place somewhere other than in that tower, so it'll probably be... I'm thinking it'll be over that way. Maybe over this way. In whatever case, we're going to have to transfer that mechanical power from that windmill. That just looks beautiful now, doesn't it? Looks a whole lot better. There's one thing, though, I'm going to have to be careful of, and you will too if you decide to... Cow? Cow? What are you doing? Stupid cow. Get back in here. If you ever decide to use vines to decorate the outside of your buildings, these vines are treated as a full block even though they aren't, which means if they grow tall enough, they will interfere with the windmill. We'll keep an eye on that. But as for now, I've got some more terraforming to do to make the cow place appear perfect. A lot of it is terraforming. There's a lot of things to do yet before we are fully ready to bring the cows out. As you can see, it's still noon. We're not suffering too badly. But basically, other than that random lag spike, basically I'm going to be trying to do a lot of evening. Even out this place just a smidgen. Because the hills in Minecraft don't make for very good roads, really. We'll work on that, and we'll see you guys next time when we actually build the cow place. The barn. The slaughterhouse. Whatever we do. Whatever we call it. I'll see you next time.